Yo, what's poppin', people? Cobra Star Green back with y'all in another video. Your first time finding my channel, like movie reviews, stuff like that, TV show news, all that stuff. You guys make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Also, the video. This will be put into two parts. First part will be the ending explained, talking about the whole entire movie, explaining it. And then the second part will be our review. So if you guys just want to see one part, I'll have the timestamps and stuff where you can go to just that one part. And with saying that, enjoy the video.
We got a problem. 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 It's probably you. Yeah. We got a problem. We got a problem. Yeah. We got a problem. We got a problem. We got a problem.
So the movie starts out by a billionaire going up to Scott, aka Dave Bautista, in the film and telling him that there is $200 million in a casino vault and that he will get $50 million if he goes to get it. What Dave Bautista does, aka Scott, is that he goes and he gets a team together, as you guys can see in the trailer and stuff like that. And once he gets his team together, they all go to Las Vegas.
So they get through the heist. Everything's going pretty smoothly for the most part, but chaos starts ensuing. And I'm gonna tell you why the chaos ensues, but let me add a little bit of context so everyone's caught up a little bit. So the billionaire makes sure that there's a man on the inside and that man actually has a different task in mind instead of just the money. See, it's not as simple as that. The billionaire has ulterior motives. I'm messing up my words here. But basically, he goes in, he gets the queen's head, basically the queen, to make sure that they can sell that for a larger price to possibly the military to have their own army of the dead. That's worth more than 200 mil will ever buy. So it's interesting. He goes and grabs the head, and then that causes a whole stir within their whole hive. So everything's going smoothly. They're not aware of that, but everything starts crashing down. Scott's daughter, who goes on this whole venture with everyone, has an ulterior motive. She wants to save someone that was trying to get money for their kids so they could live off right. So she goes and separates from the team to go find this person. That's when things are getting wishy-washy. Everything's going a ruckus. And then the elevator goes up and they're about to go search for her. And Scott's love interest dies. Crack. Like a whole crack of the whole neck. It's pretty bloody. Things start getting crazy. The guy who betrayed everyone, who was working for the billionaire, he gets eaten by the zombie tiger. It's crazy. Things are going chaotic. A lot of people die. Unfortunately, our favorite person in the movie, at least my favorite person in the movie, Ghost, man, he gets bit by the alpha zombie. But he survives that by his friend throwing him into the vault and somehow surviving the nuke later on. Meanwhile, Scott is getting out of there and finding his daughter with the lady, which is one of my favorite characters too, who drives the helicopter. Pretty great character. I liked her. I don't remember her name. I feel bad. But it doesn't matter. She helps them out. They go retrieve the daughter and the shit person who went out there in the first place, fucking up everything, getting herself kidnapped. They go and rescue both of them, and they get on the helicopter. But one of them has the zombie queen's head still. So the alpha zombie's really going after them. She has the zombie queen head, and she uses that to help Scott out and the daughter out to get on the helicopter and escape. She uses this as bait, and then she throws that zombie head all the way down, and it just splat. Now the alpha zombie goes after them, and he starts getting on there, and he bites Dave Bautista, Scott, one of my favorite characters as well. all of the great characters die or have a very unfortunate thing happen to them in this movie. It's very frustrating. All of the characters that I just disliked or thought were nuisances survived, unfortunately. And, well, actually, one of them, the one character, the daughter. I didn't really like the daughter. She survives. Dave Bautista Scott gives her money to make a new life with those kids. Thankfully, those kids get a happy ending. Everything's going cheeky. Oh, our boy Ghost, he comes out of the nuke. And he has money, a lot of money. But unfortunately, he was bitten. And so it kind of implies there might be an Army of the Dead too, with your boy Ghost as the Alpha
I
Zombie.
remember a couple months ago, we was talking about this new Justice League Zack Snyder thing. It's Zack Snyder said, hold on. If y'all like this, then y'all gonna have to like what I got coming up next. And that's where we get hints, Army of the Dead. Now, this is actually a Netflix film, but some theaters are having it out a little bit early, so we got to see it early. Now, if you guys saw Zack Snyder's film, Justice League, and it was like 4 hours long, right? This one's like, hold on, I'm long too, goddammit. Army of the Dead, I'm long too. Now, it's not as long as no Justice League, but it's about 2 hours and a half. Now, I will say this, the same thing I said with Endgame. It did not feel like 2.5 hours. Now, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I'm gonna say it's a good thing. This is a fun film, man. I would definitely say, like, the stuff they do with the zombies, you know, I don't want to give too much away, but there's a couple of zombies that are like, they have like personality, you know, character traits with them. And I thought that was really, really done well. You wanna say something?
There's a lot of personality in this. I think this is Snyder's best work since 300, maybe. I had a fucking blast with this. The zombies do have a lot of personality. They're not or at least a majority of the main ones, the alpha zombies, are not your typical zombies. Like, just there are those smart too, but they're pretty smart and they run in a pack and they have like their own like tribalism. And there's like the zombie tiger. There's just like a really cool atmosphere with everything too.
Now the premise of this movie, you said, and ending explained, was they $50 million, pretty much. $50 million, that's the premise of the movie. Them trying to get $50 million out of this goddamn vault right here. That's the goddamn premise of the movie right there. Now, how they went about it, because I knew going into it, this ain't even no spoiler, but I knew, you know, some characters were going to have to get killed off, stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to tell you which certain characters get killed off, but the death scenes you get with these characters, I liked. I thoroughly, especially there's one dealing with a goddamn tiger, and I thoroughly enjoyed that one with the damn tiger. But it's probably because I didn't like the character, but I really thought the death scenes were done really well in this film. Another thing is, I thought the pacing was really good. The only problem I kind of had was I felt like some arcs and stuff, and some stories weren't finished. Like our main, I guess you can call him a villain. I don't care, billionaire. I don't know what you want to call him, but this guy, I'm not gonna give it away. But his story to me just it wasn't finished. I don't know. Either me, we didn't get to see like his reaction. You want to say something?
We did see his reaction.
I mean, kinda, but it wasn't like.
I think it was very simple. I think it was like a good setup, and it was like, here's the execution of like, you know, like I didn't need to know too much more personally from me. There are a couple characters, and I'm like, that's a dumb decision. Why are you doing that?
I was gonna say that next, man. There's a bunch of dumb characters in this film. Like, it's not on the level of what was that film I saw a while back? Bunch of the Curse of La Llorona, where there was a bunch of dumb characters in that one. This one had, I think, one really stupid character, and this stupid character does stuff that gets a lot of other characters messed up in the process. I don't want to give away what character that is. If you see the movie, you'll know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. But this character, I just thought it was so stupid. Just for the wrong reasons, you know. I don't know. It could be just me, but go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like that character's one decision ultimately kind of fucks over the
everybody
and then totality in its own way. Well, two characters primarily, but like that character still, it was just like, Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you risk all that? Like, use your brain. Like, it's not worth it. Just like that bothered me. I'm not gonna lie. There's a couple of characters that I'm just like, all right, like dumb thing for movie's sake. But a lot of characters have good motivations or interesting motivations. Of like some characters are in this not even just for the money. It just feels cathartic or whatever. Like, I really just enjoyed the evolution of like the bond of some of these characters, like friendships, relationships. Yeah, like, and then I just enjoyed. I enjoyed Scott as a father.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Scott's trauma. I enjoyed Scott as a character. I think Dave Bautista knocking it out of the park.
I know.
Great acting chops.
He's doing good with the material he's given.
Like, he's like The Rock, but actually good at acting. Like, actually really, really good. Like, yeah.
Now, another thing I will say is, it's not just Dave Bautista. He has his whole entire squad he's with, right? It's a bunch of the characters like you guys are seeing on the screen right now. And I will say, none of the characters were boring. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. But they weren't boring. And when some of them, died or whatever, I was kind of sad, I was kind of like, God damn. Especially there's that part toward the end of the movie where something happens and you were like, yeah, because you feel invested in these characters.
Yeah.
So,
I was more invested than I thought I would be.
Yeah, like even like characters that ain't on the screen for too long. I was invested with them. I was like, okay, what you gonna do with this character? Okay, he did that. All right, cool. But I actually cared about these. That's just the big thing. You have all these characters, right? Not even just Dave Bautista or two other main characters. You have like, how many is this? Like 7, 8, 9 main characters we got to deal with, and all of them are interesting, and all of them you care about. I think that's the best part of film.
And their own like little unique ways. Like,
yes, like
I won't say like all of them are like S tier writer characters, but like it's just charming.
Like some of them are funny, some of them are serious. You know what I'm saying? It meshes well really good. Now we're gonna talk about these goddamn zombies, like I said earlier. They got characteristics, they got personalities in this film. Now the first one I'm gonna talk about is this goddamn chick on the screen you guys see right here. She ends up getting, I'm not gonna say what ends up happening to her. But how do you feel about the little chick, the queen chick? How do you feel about her?
I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of personality off of them. It's not like they're like characters with like stories and stuff like that. Well, there's a story, but
they have
there's
a little
not
bit of story
like
with them.
Yeah, but like it was very intriguing to see that tribalism within that pack and how that queen essentially contributes to that and what it does to that alpha zombie, what it means to that alpha zombie of the pack. I thought that was pretty cool, and like it just. Oh man, like it was just really cool to see that explored a little bit in its own right.
Now, so another funny, I think this is funny in the film. So I remember how you remember how we got the at Justice League we got our own little goddamn Superman in that film. In Justice League, the Black Superman, whatever, Superman, right? Zack Snyder said, "Hold on, I'm gonna put another one in this film." That's we got the Cape Boy, whatever the hell his name. I don't know what the hell his goddamn name was, but he was pretty much like their Superman in the film, also. So even though I did like that zombie character, cause he wasn't boring. You know what? It's funny cause I can't spoil this, but there's something that happens in the film. Something happens. Something like I don't want to spoil it, but something happens in the film when you walked away, and I told you about it. That certain thing happens, and they do nothing with that. So I was like, I kind of felt that was a bummer because it was kind of like, why even set all this up if it's not gonna pay off at all? But that's gonna be me.
There's a couple like with some of the character decisions that were done to me. It was just like. Kind of irked me to where like it made the character less likable for me, but it didn't mean the character wasn't emotionally understandable, if that makes sense. Like where it's just like I get emotionally why you would do this. Logically it's like, come on, like don't do that, like that's not smart. And I like why they explain like the feelings that character had. And, I thought that was intriguing. I won't say specifically what. I don't want to get too detail oriented, but yeah.
Yeah, I would say for a 2.5 hour movie, it did not feel like 2.5 hours. I'm gonna give this a go see it, but it's gonna be on Netflix in a week, so I mean, you guys could just wait for Netflix on it. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed it, especially for how long the goddamn film was. It's a very fun movie. You get well invested in all these characters. You go ahead, you give your review.
Maybe I'm being generous. Probably wouldn't give this too often. I'd probably lower it down later, but I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I had fun. I had a lot of fun, and that's all I wanted.
Right, that's all you
I got more than what I wanted, if I'm being honest.
You know
it's a Snyder film done right.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna say? This movie, I don't even, you can say ripping off, whatever, but this movie reminded me of another movie that came out, I think last year, honestly, but it reminded me of this movie called Zombieland. Kind of the same thing with like the kills and stuff like that, but the thing that Zombieland didn't do is that it didn't give any of the zombies characteristics, personalities, anything like that. This movie, you don't give a damn about these zombies in Zombieland.
Also, maybe I'm being mean to Zombieland because I still like Zombieland. I care a little bit more about some of the characters.
In this one. If you're asking me, honestly, I think this one was a better film than Zombieland.
It was filmed better too. The cinematography of it was gorgeous.
Yeah, but I would say go out and go see this, man. If you guys can't go see this on like an IMAX screen or something like that, but hey, y'all first time finding our channel, you guys make sure you guys hit the subscribe button off that video. Tell me your guys' thoughts, complaint, criticism, stuff like that down below. And hey, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.